discuss the topic of marriage. I hope to hear all kinds of opinions on marriage from you. So just sit tight. I'll be back with you in just a hot second. And we're live. Welcome to English Palette, and on Twitch, welcome to English Spot, which is my channel as well. So basically, twitch.tv/English Spot or English Palette on Discord, whichever name you prefer, that is fine. I'm Jack, and I'm going to be your host, and I'm going to be your teacher today. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a historical lesson. First time in history, I believe, when a teacher is regularly streaming lessons to multiple platforms for students to connect from all over the world and become a part of the lesson. So guys, you have that opportunity today, and today's topic is the topic of marriage. So if you're just joining us on Discord, our server is called English Hub. And that's great. I want to welcome you. These classes take place regularly on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at this time. And of course, for your convenience, they're all recorded. If you miss it, you can go to my YouTube channel and you can check out our past lessons. Or if you're watching this later, that's probably where you're watching this. Well, we're going to get started in just a minute. And if you are as excited as I am, then this is going to be a great lesson. All right, guys, let me pull up the screen, the relevant screen. Okay. Okie dokie, here we go. First of all, I would like to basically thank the English Hub channel for hosting these lessons. By the way, English Hub channel server actually on Discord is an amazing place for you guys to make new friends, to meet people who are passionate about learning English, and also to attend these classes. There's all kinds of activities happening there, and as you can see, the server is approaching 8,000 members, and if you're not a part of it, you are missing out a lot of fun. And this is a great community. It's a safe place to be. So I just hope that you are going to join us there. Become a member today. Don't delay. All right, guys, and we are. If you're just joining us right now and you're not sure where I'm live or what I'm showing on the screen, well, then you need to head over to my Twitch channel, and that is found. We are live right now here, English Spot. So please go to twitch.tv/English Spot, and there are various ways of supporting the channel. You can become a regular member. You can also book a private lesson with me. You can, if you're a teacher, you can also book me to do a workshop, a teacher training workshop, or you can also invite me to your classroom and I can do a special class for you if you want. So that's where we are. That's where our lessons are, usually 3 times a week. We are also live on YouTube. So whichever platform works for you, say hi in the chat and I hope to see you there. Wow, yes, well, I see the room is slowly filling. I can see people filing in here. Excellent. Please invite your friends. Today's topic should be exciting. We're talking about marriage. And by the way, all the questions that we are going to be discussing today are posted on my website, which can be found right here. It's again linked in the Twitch About tab. So if you go to my Twitch page and you scroll down, you will find my website right here. It says check out my website for blog posts, study tips, and downloadable content. But the main point there that there are posts with the questions posted in advance. As usual, students had time to prepare themselves and prepare some answers. So I am really excited about this. Well, the topic is, guys, has marriage become a thing of the past? So to give you a bit of a context, as you know, marriage is an ancient idea. probably around us as long as human history exists. But some people, as of late, are saying that, you know, it's an old-fashioned idea, it's outdated. Look at the divorce rate. Why marry? Maybe we can just live together as you know, as in a relationship without getting married, and many people choose to do that. As a matter of fact, let me bring up some Canadian statistics, because I am broadcasting from Canada. So hi to all people in Canada. That's where I'm in. Okay, so these Canadian statistics show us that what is happening here, that the family structure is changing. Here you can see 1981, and that means in 1981, 80% of families were married. Okay, and then there were single parent household were just 11%. And then there were common law couples, means people who live together without marriage, at only 5.6%. However, this study goes as recent as 2016, and we can see here that the percentages have changed, that there are relatively fewer people getting married. More and more people are choosing to live in a so-called common law relationship where they don't get married. But they just live together. And of course, we have many more single parent homes, right? Okay, there are some other interesting statistics. For example, let's just say marital status and marriage and divorce. That's an interesting heading. Marriage and divorce, as you can see, historically, the divorce rate was very low in Canada, right? This is very low. And then something happened around 1968. All of a sudden, the divorce rate started to climb, right? And then look at this. Something happened here. There was a big jump here, and it's still pretty high. Well, at the same time, the numbers of marriages is decreasing. Okay, so I think that's an interesting statistic for your convenience. I think there was also a comparison between United States and Canada, because I believe Canadian statistics are still modest. Look at the American statistics. The number of divorces is much higher than in Canada. And so that's where we're at. And the studies end here, the data ends around 2016. So that means we are at least 5 to 6 years old, right behind here in the statistics. So I suspect the things are getting worse. Things are getting even worse. By the way, if you're just joining us now and you don't know what I'm talking about, I am showing some statistics on the screen on my Twitch channel. So please head over there, twitch.tv/EnglishSpot. The link is my Discord in my Discord profile. So feel free to do that right now. Well, guys, I can see that the room is full of people. That's wonderful. I hope you all have great ideas to share about marriage. How are you feeling today? How are you guys feeling today? This is how I'm feeling.
Wow, I feel good.
Yeah. All right. I feel good, and I think you should too. Well, let's get started. First of all, let me bring up the questions. Oh, even before that, guys, before I go live, usually I ask a question on YouTube that I want to judge my audience. So this is what I've done. So prior to broadcasting this, there was a poll on my YouTube channel, and it seems, and I asked a simple question: do you think that marriage is a thing of the past? And 78% of you said no, that it's not. However, 22% of my viewers said that yes, actually, marriage is an outdated idea. So I hope to have a discussion here on that topic with you today. So stick around, and soon I'll ask you to raise your hand to become a part of this discussion panel. Well, look at our questions, guys. Are you ready?
Let's go.
All right, so here we go. Question number 1 about marriage is, what do you think, in your opinion, what is the optimal age for men and women to get married? Optimal means at the best age, right? Is it the same for men and women, or is it different? Why? Explain your answer. I think that's an easy question to get started on. Then we're moving on to question 2, which is it better to marry someone of approximately the same age as you? Or should the man be older than the woman? Why? What do you think are the reasons behind that? Share your rationale. And of course, the next question is, are you for or are you against living together before marriage to test your compatibility as a couple? Right? Are you against it or are you for it? Do you support it or are you against it? Support your answer. I think this might be an interesting question to study. Well, all of them are. Question 4, why do you think the divorce rate has skyrocketed, like I showed you according to the graphs, in recent decades in most developed countries? Maybe you will come from a country like India or another country where also you can see the divorce rate has been traditionally low, but now it is skyrocketing or increasing greatly. Support your opinion. Okay, number 5, how have the idea and the purpose of marriage, why people actually were getting married, the purpose of it, and the idea of what it means, how have these things changed in the last 2 generations? So think about your grandparents, then think about your parents, and now think about yourself. How has the idea of marriage changed? Do you welcome these changes? Do you think these are excellent changes? Or do you think that humanity as a whole has perhaps erred, made a mistake, maybe has taken a wrong turn on marriage? Explain your opinion. Okay, so these are the questions we're going to discuss. And of course, as usual, I asked my students to post additional questions on this topic, and we already got some interesting questions as well. Diana is asking, or Diana, I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name, do people need to get married in order to be happy? What do you think about that? A lot of people think that happiness includes getting married. What do you think about that? We are going to discuss that question as well. And Just Addy also posted an interesting question. He says, do you think, in your opinion, is it normal for people of the same gender to marry? And we call that marriage, right? So is it normal to marry someone as the same gender as you? Why or why not? So we are going to discuss that topic as well. Well, wonderful, guys. Let's get started. Let me bring up the wheel of names, and I hope that you're going to raise your hand right now to join our discussion panel. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. We've got it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the floor to people who want to participate in this discussion. The priority is always given to our members, English Hub server members. So if you're a member, please raise your hand right now and unmute yourself. I'd like to confirm if you want to be a part of this discussion. Hello, Shan. Can you unmute your mic? Shan? Hello, Shan. I invited you to speak. Can you unmute your mic? Okay, let's test our equipment before we start our discussion. Shan, I cannot hear from you. How about Delaney? Delaney, how about you? Can you unmute your microphone?
Hi.
Hi, Delaney. Hi. Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Yes, please.
Okay, very good. Delaney, you've got it. I put you down here in my queue of speakers. All right, Shan is trying to get in, but I don't know why you cannot get in. I already invited you in. Aldu, how about you? Aldu, am I correctly pronouncing your name? Would you like to be a part of this discussion? Aldu? Hello? Okay, I already asked you to join us, so you have to unmute yourself from your side. Okay. And then we have Wakuri-san, a member, is joining us. Wakuri-san, hello there. Could you unmute yourself? Hi, Wakuri-san, are you interested in joining this discussion?
Yes.
Okay, very good. I'll call you Wakuri if that's okay. This is your nickname is in Japanese. But luckily for you, I can read Japanese, so it's Wakuri. Okay, welcome, Wakuri. And we have also a couple of visitors. Cons, hello, Con. Cons, how about you? Would you like to be a part of this discussion? Hello, you have to unmute yourself. Hi.
Hello?
Hi, Cons, how are you?
I'm pretty good, man.
Okay, good. Would you like to discuss this idea of marriage?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, excellent. I'm glad you're here. I'll do. Now, try to test your microphone right now. I invited you in again. Shan, I invited you repeatedly, but your microphone doesn't seem to be working. Okay, Shan, hello. Can you say something?
Oh, Jack.
Hi, Shan.
Hello.
Hi, Shan. Hi, welcome. So, you want to be a part of this discussion on marriage?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Shan, you are here. So we need maybe two more speakers, guys. Two more speakers. Simply SHXT. Would you like to be a part of this discussion on marriage?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we'll just put Simply here as your nickname. Okay, and then we also have 6 times 9 plus 6 times 9. Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Okay.
Yes? Yes or no?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, very good. So I'll call you 69 here. All right, very good. Yes. Why are you laughing? Is that simple? Is that funny? Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 people interested in the discussion. Let's see what our discussion roles are going to be. We're going to first of all choose our leader for this round of discussions. So here we are. Let's spin the wheel. Okay. Here we go. Cons. Hi, Cons. Congratulations. You are going to be our leader.
All right.
So Cons, what the job of the leader is basically making sure that all the participants are engaged. So basically directly pointing to people and asking them, what do you think about that? And just making sure that everyone is involved, okay? So Cons, you are the leader. Now let's choose our timekeeper who's going to watch the timer and make sure that the discussion is not dragging on. All right. Our timekeeper is going to be Wakuri. All right, Wakuri-san. Okay, Wakuri-san, of course you are also invited to share your opinions. Now we're selecting our active participant who's going to talk his or her head off. Simply, you are going to talk your head off. Next, who else is going to be actively participating? Everyone, I hope. 69. All right.
Okay.
Who is going to be our devil's advocate? Let's find out. Who is going to be our devil's advocate? And that is Delaney. Delaney, do you know what the devil's advocate role is?
No, I don't.
Okay, so basically you speak normally, you voice your opinion as normal, as usual. However, if you find that everyone just agrees, everybody says, oh yeah, I think the marriage is outdated, then there's nothing else to discuss. Then the devil's advocate jumps in and you have to argue the opposite view, okay? You have to say, well, wait a second, well, we need marriage. Oh, is that okay? Can you do that for us?
Yep.
Okay, very good. And now, Shan, you are going to be our summarizer. Summarizer, your role is to not only participate during the discussion, that's normal, everybody participates, but also at the end I will ask you to give us 1 or 2 or maybe 3 interesting points that arose during the discussion. All right, guys, let's get started. Is everyone here and everyone ready? Okay. All right. We are live on twitch.tv/EnglishSpot, English SPOT. Head over there and you will see the discussion questions on the screen. Today's topic is marriage, a thing of the past. So leader, Cons, can you? Cons. Okay, we lost our leader, Cons. I don't know. Cons, are you back? You're
Hello?
back? Hi, Ba.
Yeah, sorry, I left by accident.
All right. Are you now? Are you able to see the questions on the screen that I'm showing for the discussion?
No.
Okay.
How do I check?
Okay. Well, you have to head over to the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/EnglishSpot. That's where we're live. Okay. And by the way, everybody else in the room, if you want to see how we're interacting on the screen, you have to open another tab. Head over to Twitch and see what's going on there. Okay, so while our leader is getting ready, I might read the first question. What is the optimal, the best age for men and women to get married? Do you think it's the same for men and women, or is it different? Explain your answer. And I think we're just going to get started right now.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm starting the timer. 10 minutes is starting right now. So all our participants, jump in and start interacting. The floor is yours. Okay. Cons, Wakuri-san, Simply, 69, Delaney, and Shan. What do you think about this question?
For me, it's hard to describe the exact age in numbers, but I think it's in the early 13. Because
early 30s.
because we just became adult at the age of 19, and we have been educated in school so far, and I think we need to have a lot of social experience after becoming adult to choose a good marriage partner.
Okay, just hold on a second, guys. I think we may have some technical difficulties. Let me pause the video. Okay, let me look at the chat. Somebody saying something in general? No? Or is this... Hey, guys, is anybody listening to Twitch? And can you confirm that the sound is good? Is the streaming sound good? It's all good?
It's good. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry to interrupt. Let's just rewind a little bit. Okay, because somebody said maybe system volume is too low or too high. I'm not sure. It's good. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so I just got... All right, guys, let's continue. What is the optimal age for men and women to get married? Okay, sorry. Everybody is there? Hi, did I lose anybody here?
Yeah.
Okay, so
No.
Shan said early 30s. Wow, that seems rather late. What do you guys think? Early 30s. So 31, 32, 33 years old.
I think that's fine, honestly.
Okay, does Devil's Advocate agree?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, everybody agrees. There's nothing to talk about. Leader, you want to move on to the next question then?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So the next question, well, if you don't see them on the screen, I have to read them then. So is it better that both man and woman are of the same age when they marry? So, or do you think that man should be older or woman should be younger, or maybe the other way around? What do you think? Does it matter or not?
I feel like it doesn't matter.
Okay, why do you think so? Why? Why it doesn't matter?
Age doesn't interfere with your love life, and it actually depends on the people's preference, suppose.
Okay, guys, what do you think? What do you think about that idea?
Yeah, she's right.
She's okay. Not much of a controversial issue. Everybody agrees today. Okay. All right. So what do? You want to choose a more controversial question? It doesn't matter? The age doesn't matter? Okay, all right.
I see.
Yes.
I feel like maybe the woman should be older.
Okay, all right. Can you give us some reasons for that?
Mainly because, like, I mean, it could go both ways. Like, whichever partner has more experience. But like, I feel like it'd be better if the woman was older. Like, I don't have too many reasons, but
Okay, you just don't have any reasons, but you think that's the way it should be. All right, I just hope. Yeah. Okay, all right. All right, let's move on to the next question because our time is running out, okay? So here, this is a controversial question, I believe. Are you for or against living together before marriage to test your compatibility as partners? Support your answer. Okay, guys, jump in. Should people live together before they get married or not? Anybody? Come on, guys.
Much?
Yes.
In South Korea.
Yes.
Okay. I will do again. I already do not. In South Korea, parents almost disagree about this. So I don't understand about that because you can judge whether you can live with these people for the rest of our life. So I think it is one of reason, and the biggest advantage is to see it every day. So I choose.
Okay. All right, but that's very interesting. Yes. What do you guys think about that? So what I'd like you to do is respond to that. Okay, respond.
I agree with Shan.
Yes.
Because I'm not really that experienced in this kind of thing, but I kind of agree with her. But in some countries, parents think that there should be like an age that then they would allow you to like live with your lover or something like that.
Okay. All right. Okay. So there's nothing else to add to this? If not, I'll just move on, guys. So what is the reason behind the divorce rate to be so high, as of late? I think you can see that it's climbing everywhere. So what do you guys think is the reason behind that?
I think it's because of like certain situations, like maybe financially.
Can you explain what you mean by that? Financially, the situation is getting better or worse?
Like, I'd say it's getting worse.
It's getting worse financially, so people get divorced because of that?
Well, no, not necessarily, but like, I guess it's too much stress on like the parents. So like something like that. I can't really. I feel like I know what I want to say, but I can't really describe it too well.
Okay, well, I'm not sure how to go with this because the discussion is for you guys, and I wanted to be a part of this, so I just want to. So I cannot just carry the whole discussion on my shoulders. The point is for you to interact. You still have 2 minutes. What would you like to do? Would you like to go back to another question, or would you like to... Of course, I understand this is the first round of discussions. It can be rough, but I don't feel like the group is prepared, honestly. Okay, so what do you guys think? Do you want to head back to another question, or maybe you want to discuss this question? Let me read this. How has the idea of marriage changed? Yes, Shan, do you want to share your views?
It's question about life. Is right?
I just couldn't hear. Could you repeat that?
Question is 5.
Yes,
Is right?
yes,
Be-
yes. How has marriage changed in the past 2 generations? Think about your grandparents, think about your parents, and then your own generation. The purpose of marriage, how has it changed? And the whole idea, the concept of marriage.
In the past, it was a marriage without love, determined by parents or family. But now I think it is a great change to be able to free meet the person I want and marry the person I want. So I love this change. Of course, I don't think it's wrong in the past to follow the habits or value of that time.
Okay, interesting. So I believe what Shan just said is that the reason for getting married has changed. In the past, maybe especially in Korea, a lot of marriages were not because of love, but maybe they were arranged by families, right?
Yes.
But nowadays, people choose to marry because they love each other, right?
Yes.
What do you guys think about that?
It doesn't like affect every situation, because like in the past and the future, not like everything is like from the past. You like no, I in my opinion, I thought in the past people marry each other because they actually loved each other, but in the future I feel like it doesn't work out as much, and with the pandemic right now, it's just no.
Okay, I see. Well, look at that. We just ran out of time. Okay, well, look at that. Maybe this was a good thing that we ran out of time, because it seems like there was not much steam to go on. So thank you so much to all the participants. Yes, I think you gave your best effort under the circumstances. I just wonder if we can ask our summarizer. Maybe there are a couple of ideas or a couple of points that stuck in your mind that you found interesting. Could you share them with the audience? Yes, please summarize it for us.
I'm interested in to say about con. It is right, con.
Cons, yeah, cons,
Yes.
yeah.
He cons. He said about he think women is older is better. So I think not. I disagree about that. So it is interesting to me because it is different view to me. So
Okay, you disagree. You disagree with that. What he said. I see. Okay, all right. Can you say one more point that was interesting during the discussion, maybe? Just mention it.
Before this discussion, I don't think about that marriage. In this discussion, I can learn about a lot of that. So it is interesting to me.
Yeah, okay. So by thinking about it, you got interested in the idea, right? Because it seems like, the idea of marriage is really important for society as a whole, right? Because marriage is connected, I think, to building a family, and the family is really kind of a foundational unit of society. That's my view. But of course, these views are fluctuating in modern world. Thank you so much. Okay, so as usual, I'd like to now ask participants. Thank you so much for summarizing. That was great. Well done, by the way. Now let's ask our participants if you could do this again. If you turn back the time and you would, just think about your performance during this round of discussions. How would you have improved, or maybe what went well, and how would you have improved if you could? Anybody?
I'm I could have improved by being more confident
Okay.
in my
That's a great point.
I'm more of the shy type.
Yes. So, the point is that our discussion is timed. Time is precious. So we need to cherish every second. You jump in and you speak, right? And you think what to say while you're speaking. Very good point. Yes. I hope people will think about that. Excellent. Anybody else wants to reflect on their experience? How did you do this round of discussions?
But I have a view on like whatever you said. Like you said that marriage is like starting a family.
Yes.
Like in some countries like my country, which is Singapore, the birth rate is dropping a lot. Yeah.
Sorry, what is dropping?
Well,
I don't know. I couldn't hear the content word, the main word. I didn't catch that.
The birth rate.
The buffering?
The birth rate in my country. The birth rate, like
the
when
birth
you
rate.
give
Oh, the
birth.
birth rate. Yes. The birth rate is dropping. So people don't want to have children, not as much as they used to. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like nowadays people think it's a hassle to take care of children, and it's in society right now. Like prices are increasing.
Yes. Economy is worse, maybe, and people cannot afford children, right?
Yeah, and like sometimes love doesn't work when both like the two people, both their families do not agree on letting them marry the
Yes.
other.
I think what you're saying is that love is great, but you still have to eat. Thank you so much.
Something like that.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for sharing your views. That's awesome. Okay, very good. Okay, well, just before we start our second round of discussions, I see more people are interested in joining it right now. I just wanted to give you some very brief feedback, guys. So, here's feedback from the teacher, guys. This was our first round of discussions, and that is understandable that, things were rough. Like, we didn't know what we were doing. The leader could not see the questions on the screen. Some of you are new, and I get it. I'm not pointing fingers at anyone, but I'm just hoping that for next time we are all focused. We're focused on the topic, and that's one way to improve this discussion. The great thing about this discussion was that it was actually on topic. Okay, so sometimes what happens, students veer off into another direction, but you stayed on topic of marriage, which was great. Some interesting points were raised. I just hope that they were well supported. So whenever you're making a point, for example, well, I think that a woman should be older than the man in a relationship. Well, that's great. That's a good opinion. But if it's unsupported, it's weak. So what you need to do is give a reason. For example, maybe women tend to be better at managing certain things. So that's why I want them to be older. Or, now many women can establish good careers. So that can help financially if she's older and she has a career. Okay. Do you see what I'm saying? You need to have some support to your opinion. Having said that, I really appreciate your efforts and your attempt. And if you want to be a part of a discussion another time, or second or third time, please stick around. There may be an opportunity to pull you back in. Thank you so much, guys. That was awesome. Thank you. A big round of applause to our participants. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started on our round 2. All right, round 2. I can see some hands going up in the stage room. All right, excellent.
Jack?
Yes. Yes.
Since it is done in South Korea, I have to go to bed
Oh,
for
yes, of
tomorrow
course.
class.
Of course.
So I will participate in next class.
Thank you. Oh,
This
that's
class,
great.
so
Thank you so much.
I'm
Thank
so
you,
sorry.
Shan, for joining us. That's awesome. I appreciate your input and have a good night. And for the rest of you, don't go to bed just yet because we are going to have a second round of discussions. So let me bring up the wheel of names. All right, and we are going to open the floor to our volunteers. Let's see who has their hand up. Okay, we have Lakshya. Hello, Lakshya. Would you like to be a part of this discussion? Hello, Lakshya. Lakshya, I cannot hear you. Hello, Lakshya. I asked you to unmute yourself. You indicated the willingness to be a part of this discussion. I can't hear you now. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have that much time. Everybody's waiting. Okay, so let's see who else wants to join. Okay, we have Valen. How about Valen? Badly Evil. Hello, Badly Evil. Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
I would gladly be part of this discussion.
Okay, so let's pull you in. Okay, very good. Badly Evil. That's your nickname, right? Okay.
That's my game name, but my actual name is Fuad. But you can call me Badly. Yeah.
I'll just call you Badly. Okay. All right. If you wish. Okay. Next we have Kenzo. Hello, Kenzo. Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Sure.
Okay, Kenzo. Okay. You are in. What else? We have Kid X. Hello, Kid X. Would you like to be a part of this discussion? I can't hear you. We have Lala. Hello, Lala. Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Hi, can you hear me? Thank you.
Oh, that Kid X. Okay, Kid X. Hi, welcome. All right, you're part of the discussion now.
Okay.
Okay, just make sure your environment is quiet. There's no noise, because otherwise it's not going to work. Gunwant. How about Gunwant? Do you want to be a part of this discussion, Gunwant?
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, Gunwant. Was that you?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay.
Hi, please include me.
Who was that? Lala. Okay, Lala. Okay, Lala.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you. So we have 3, 4, 5.
Thank you.
One more. How about ZX? ZX. Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, guys. So let me load the wheel and we're going to choose our leader. By the way, if you are just joining us now, it is important that you go to twitch.tv/EnglishSpot because that is where our questions are displayed on the screen. All right, so please do that now. Twitch.tv/EnglishSpot. We are choosing our discussion group leader. Here we go. Gunwant, it looks like it's you. All right. Okay, congratulations. We are going to choose our timekeeper now. And that is ZX. All right, ZX, just make sure the discussion is not dragging on, that you are moving on to the next point. Now, active participant number 1. And it looks like it's Kid X.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm a beginner of English, so I cannot express myself how I wanna. But
Yes.
I don't know. I just want to share my personal opinion about that.
Okay, Kid X, we haven't
Well,
started
here-
yet. We haven't started yet. We're
Yeah.
just choosing the roles, okay?
Okay, sorry.
Okay, no
Well,
problem.
for example, here in South America,
No
woman
problem.
they change it too much because they don't wanna to be married to. And I don't know, maybe women around the world earn more money and no need more the man, you know.
I'm sorry,
They
I
are
don't. Mhm.
they have independence
Okay,
financially.
just hold on a second. Just hold
We
on a
haven't
second.
started yet.
Kid X, please, just give me a second, okay? Just give me a second, okay? What's happening today, guys? What's happening today? All right. Anyway, I am just excited about this, but
I thought we already started.
yeah, we haven't started yet. Okay, I need to explain the roles, guys. So Gunwant is the leader, Timekeeper is ZX, active participants Kid X and Kenzo. Devil's Advocate is Badly. Do you guys understand your responsibilities? Devil's Advocate has to argue against everybody else, okay? So even choosing the unpopular opinion. The summarizer is Lala. At the end, we will ask Lala to give us 2 or 3 interesting points that arose during the discussion. And the timekeeper is basically just making sure that there is no silence, that if nobody's participating, suggest going to the next question. But at the end of the day, everyone participates, okay? Everyone is an active participant. So the questions are on the screen. Kid X started saying something interesting. I hope you can continue. And I'm just going to start our timer. Here we go. Ready? Round 2. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. You're on.
That was a Travis Scott reference.
Okay.
Hello, Kid X. Do you wanna start?
Yes, I don't know what more to say. That was my opinion. Basically, women now have more independence, economic. So I think that they don't need more the man. Even I don't know, if you love a man, maybe you can do that. You can marry you, but I think that I don't know how to say that in English. No creo que dure mucho.
I only understood mucho, which means much.
I don't think that the relationship don't long, no dure mucho, no funcione.
No dure mucho, no funcione means probably it doesn't function well, it doesn't work, it doesn't endure,
Oh, yeah,
it doesn't
thank
continue.
you. Thanks a lot.
All right, my
Thanks a lot,
Spanish is minimal, but luckily I was able to make it out. Thank you so much, Kid X. What do you guys think about that?
No problem.
I don't know what to think. I couldn't understand either of you.
Well, what he said is that the marriages don't work and they don't last, don't continue. So why get married?
Oh,
I think. Okay, Kenzo, tell us your view.
So you're partly right, but at the same time you're partly wrong. You can't say that for all marriages. All marriages, of course, the husband and wife do have problems, which can cause them to think about divorcing and them splitting off. But there are some marriages that move on from that, and no matter what age you are, no matter how mature you are, as long as you two love each other and you guys accept for the person that they used to be and the person that they are now, then your marriage will last. And it really comes down to both of you. If you guys really want to split off or you guys want to stick together, you guys could start a family, you guys could start a business together. You know, there's a lot of things that you guys can accomplish together. And just from thinking about those kind of goals can extend your marriage or even keep it lasting until your very old days. And to back that all up, of course, never mind. I gotta wrap this thing up, so.
No, that's okay. That's good. Yeah. I was just giving signals to others to jump in. Right?
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
No. That's good. Okay, guys. Well,
for me, the optimal age for women to get married, I think it's around 20 because they physically more fit to have children. Like, I think having children needs a lot of physical activities. I don't know. I mean, taking care of them needs a lot of energy. And when you're in your 20s, well, for men and women, they have more energy to take care of them better. I think that. Okay, that's
I
from me.
partly agree with Lala, but I think that the age should be I guess about 28, 29, because I think people should get settled and should know where they are in life before getting married, and they should understand things well, and that what they really want to do, and then they think of marriage. And like 20 is a really young age. You don't even know what is love and what is marriage and what are the commitments you put into. So I really think that the age should be like 25 plus, I guess.
25 plus, not 20, 25 plus. Okay.
I kind of agree and disagree with both Lala and Gun's opinions, because I feel like Gun was right that people when they hit young adulthood, that they should live out all their 20s and have fun as a young adult and see where they are in life, because getting into marriage like at a very young age, so like 20s or even younger, could really affect you in, like, if you guys do get a divorce, then that could really affect how you think. That really could affect your choices in your future life. So I do agree that we need to have some time to ourselves, and then when you really think that time comes to where you need to, find love, that time will come naturally. Doesn't need to happen now.
Okay, look, guys, time is running out. So what do we do? Do you want to go to another question?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. What about?
I think that.
What do you think?
I think that we need to see the facts of reality now. I don't know. We have now a lot of single mothers, for example, these days, and I think that the people focus in herself these days. We are another generation of people right now, and how you can teach to some child, for example, how to keep your at home if they don't grow in that environment. Sorry for my bad English.
No, that's okay. That's what we're here. We're practicing our English. That's the main point here. Thank you. All right, guys. We have another question on the screen here. Do you think it's a good idea for the couple to live together before they get married, or is that a bad practice?
No.
What do you think?
I think that I would like to start. I think that marriage, I think in India at least, marriage is a huge deal. It's not about two people, it's about their families. They come together, they celebrate for days. And I think in relationships, when you start living together, it's really different when you just hang out and date, and you kind of like see other person, like you wake up with them and you like go to bed with them. So it's really different. And like if you get married and then if you think that it's not going right, then you have to go to divorce and go through all the legal stuff. So I think it's better to like see how things work before marriage and start living in together. That's what I think. Thank you.
Okay. Well,
I agree on that. 100%. So
I want to speak for Ganwant here, that I do think marriage is an important event for someone to sleep together. I don't know whether it will be appropriate to speak all about this in this conversation. Whether it will be appropriate, may I ask Jack about it?
okay.
All right, anyways, so marriage is very important for two individuals to consummate. It is a requirement for religious perspective to have a marriage, to get married before you get into bed with someone else. Why is this a requirement? Because what yogis, I myself am a meditation practitioner, and what yogis believe that physical touch has memories, and if you share these memories with a lot of people without if you don't get married, and then without having married, if you consummate, then there will be like you'll be sharing too much of these memories with everyone else. Then this memory will be of very less value. But if you get married with this single individual or individuals, like in majority of the case it is an individual to this another individual, the memory will have this value, and this memory will not only last for your physics, it will also be part of your mentality. Like you will not probably, for the large majority of it, you will not probably cheat on your other person. If you do it after marriage, then likely the chances are high that you will not cheat, you will not lie, and there will be this very invisible bond between you guys. So I believe in that. I would wrap up on that. Thank you.
Very interesting. Okay, almost done. Anybody wants to make last final comments?
Yeah, I really feel like if two people both agree to live with each other after, falling in love, that's a really great experience, because now you know how this person acts when they're alone with the other person. Like if they take care of the house, those kind of responsibilities. And then like when that time comes, they'll both decide. It's really that simple.
Yeah, I agree with Kenzo, because I think in past marriage were like a thing that you have to get married. But now, as in the modern days, we find love, we see if it's good for us or not, we get married. And there is a lot of stigma around divorce and all, but I think people should do what they feel best for them. That's it.
Thank you so much. And I think we're out of time right now. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much. Wow. Big round of applause to our participants. Wow, we had some interesting perspectives. We heard from a practitioner, yogi, about the importance of not sharing your touch memory with too many people. What about our summarizer, Lala? Are you still here? Would you like to summarize for us 2 or 3 interesting points that were mentioned during this discussion? Yes.
So okay. Thank you. So for summarize from this discussion, from the first question, what is the optimal age to get married? We have some different opinions, but roughly about the late 20s, I think we kind of agree that age in the late of 20 is the optimal age for men and women to get married. But there are several reasons that we mention. Accept that nowadays women are more independent economically, financially, so marriage won't last unless we love each other. If we don't love each other and then there's some financial problems, they probably gonna divorce. And then Kenzo and Gurwant said that young adults should settle first, know what they want first, and then they get married. And for about the idea of living together before married, Ganwan and Kenzo said that they okay for couple to live together before married to know the partner better, but badly disagree with that. I personally agree with badly. I also disagree with that because badly from the religious perspective, he said that physical touch have memories and physical touch have more value in marriage. Okay, that's all.
Thank you so much. Well, that was really well summarized. Thank you. Lola, good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, great. Wow, guys, now let's reflect on this because, we're here to not just exchange ideas, but also to improve our English academic discussion skills. So, how did you guys do? Were you able to communicate? Maybe let's ask Kid X. Kid X, were you able to say everything that you wanted?
Yes, of course, but I think that I don't know, everything have a good point of view. But answer to the mainly question, as marriage become a thing of the past, I think that yes, because we are living in another, I don't know how to say, another generation, and so you can change that, you can change the things that are happening now. For example, the internet, the economic
Yeah.
factor about woman now, the modern woman, how I said,
Thank you.
they don't need the economy. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Yeah. So I was just wondering if you, during the discussion, if you were satisfied with your chance to speak. And if you were to improve something, how would you improve your performance next time? We are reflecting on our discussion, right? We are reflecting on our discussion. So how would you have improved? Anybody? Please mention something that went well for you and something that you would have improved.
I'll go.
Go,
I feel like
Kenzo.
I did a better job than last time. Where
Okay.
I didn't really get to say anything much.
Mhm.
But I really, said what was on my mind. I literally talked my head off. And what I would improve with this is I would probably have better things to back up what I was saying. Although it was like straightforward and people were able to understand it, I wish I had backup. So that way people would have that in their mind a while using my statements.
Very good. Good point, guys. So this is why
I would like to say
okay,
something.
wait a second. I'll just comment on Kenzo's comment, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, just a second. So that is the reason why I post discussion questions in advance so that people can read the questions and they can think about their answers and they can even prepare some support. Like, for example, here's a study that shows that living together before marriage actually causes divorce rate to skyrocket, okay? Because that actually what some studies show, that the couples that decide to live together before marriage, those marriages don't seem to last. They are more likely to get married, to get divorced. So guys, so this is why prepare yourselves for the discussion, because the questions are always posted. And the best way, if you don't want to miss this, you can just become a follower of my account on buymeacoffee.com on this website, and this way, whenever new questions are posted, you will get a notification. Okay. All right. Thank you. And now you wanted to say something, Gunwant? Sorry.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I kind of fumble a lot, and I really want to improve on that. And I really want to speak spontaneously. And yeah, this really helped actually.
Okay, yes. So some people come from all various backgrounds, and sometimes you are a seasoned discussion member. You have a lot of experience, and sometimes it's your first time. And it doesn't matter where you're at. We are welcoming all, and we hope that everyone can improve. So that's great. Good point. Thank you. One more comment? Anybody else? Okay, if not, well then let me give you some feedback. Feedback from the teacher. Okay. Well, this second round of discussions was very good. Okay, it was very good. It was on topic. You guys followed the questions. There was not much silence. I think more or less most participants were involved and engaged. So as a teacher, that makes me happy. How to improve this? I think some points were already mentioned. Kenzo mentioned it would be nice to have support. I completely agree. It's important to have support for your arguments. That's how they become valid, right? It's not just your opinion, but well-supported opinion. And another way I would improve this I would try to kind of bounce off the previous speaker. So if the previous speaker said something, if I understand what they said, then I just say, yeah, that's a good point. However, and then continue with my own thought. And if I don't understand what they said, I would ask for clarification. All right, guys. Well, as we practice more of these discussions, I hope that everyone is going to improve. Is that useful, guys? I hope this was a useful feedback for everyone listening.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, thank you. Thank you again to your to all our participants. That was amazing. Good job, guys. Yes. And now, don't go away, because we are going to get into our third round of discussions in just a moment. Right now, if you are joining us, we are live on Discord. The channel's, the server's name is English Hub. The link to this server is in my video description, so check it out. Become a member. I think during our discussion, there has already been some new members joining. That's wonderful. We're approaching 8,000 members, and these are learners of English from various places in the world. And if you want to improve your English, join the community and join our regular lessons. Well, everybody, if you want to contribute to the channel, make it grow, help spread the news. The most important thing is to tell others. If you know someone who's interested in learning English, tell them about this channel. May they follow this channel on Twitch or YouTube. This way they will be in the loop. And of course, if you want to help financially to give me more time to prepare for good lessons, then you can become a regular member. You can also book a private lesson, or if you're a teacher, I can do a workshop in your classroom on how to teach online, for example. All right, so there are different ways of staying in touch with English Spot during the week. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go to round 3.
Let's go.
We are talking about marriage. Has marriage become a thing of the past? Talk your head off if you are just joining us. And right now, I hope that you're going to raise your hand now and participate in this discussion. We still have a lot of questions we did not cover. For example, the question about same-sex marriage. Do you think it's normal to marry someone the same gender as you? Why or why not? Is this considered marriage? And also question, do people need to get married in order to be happy? Is marriage a part of a plan of a person to be happy, or should it be? Okay, so let's open up the floor to our volunteers for round 3. Where is...
Do I leave?
Yes, Kenzo. Well, you don't have to leave, but we'll just try to pull in new people for this round of discussion. Thank you so much.
Okay, understood. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you. That's awesome. All right, so we're opening up the floor to volunteers. So please confirm that you would want to be a part of this discussion. It's just DJ. Hello, it's just DJ. Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Hey, what's up?
Hi, would you like to be a part of this discussion on marriage?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, it's just DJ. You are in, so please don't go away. Now we have Lek. Hello, Lek. Would you like to be a part of this discussion? Lek, is your microphone working? Hello?
Ah, finally.
Okay, Lek, yes, just confirm for me that you want to be a part of this discussion, yes?
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent, thank you. How about Tax? Tax Frog. What an unusual nickname. Tax, would you like to be a part of this discussion?
I would.
Okay, yeah. Very good. Well, thank you for volunteering. We also have Daydreamer. Daydreamer, hello. Would you like to be a part of this discussion? Hello, Daydreamer.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi. Yes? That's a yes,
Thank
right?
you, yeah.
Okay, good. Very good. Thank you. Number 9. Number 9. How about you? Are you interested in discussing marriage? Number 9. Hello. Can you speak?
Hello.
Yes. Number 9. Are you interested in being a part of this discussion about marriage?
Yes, please.
Okay, very good. So we have 5 members. One more. We have Laksha. How about now? Will your mic be working? Let's try it. Laksha?
Am I? Hello.
Hello, Laksha. Okay, finally, your mic is working. Okay. All right. I hope you will voice your opinions on this topic. Excellent, guys. So let's get started. We are going to choose our discussion group members. First of all, we're choosing our leader. So let me bring out the wheel. Here we go. Okay, the leader will be... Let's find out. Tax. All right, Tax.
Hi.
Hi. So the leader's job is to make sure that there's no silence, everyone is involved, and that you are maybe moving swiftly from question to question, okay?
Okay.
And can you see the questions on the Twitch screen? We are live on Twitch, twitch.tv/English Spot. Okay, now let's choose our timekeeper. Timekeeper is number 9. Okay, very good. Hi. Welcome, number 9.
What's the role of the timekeeper?
Well, the timekeeper, you just discuss the issues as normally, as you voice your opinion, but if there's silence, if there is no one discussing things, then maybe you are trying to suggest, let's move on to the next question, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, very good. Active participant, let's find out who that is. And that is going to be, it's just DJ. Okay, it's just DJ.
Well, what want to do?
Or I'll just call you DJ. Is that okay? Since it's just DJ, it's fine, DJ. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Very good. Excellent. All right. And Laksha, hi. You are an active participant as well. It's nice. We have people from all over the world joining us. Now, who is our devil's advocate? Let's find out. And that's Daydreamer. Daydreamer, you're the devil's advocate. So I hope you voice a lot of opinions. And Lick, you will summarize our discussion at the end. Okay, everybody. The questions are on the screen. Remember, there's still the interesting question of same-sex marriage, and then there is the question of do we need to get married to be happy? So it's up to the leader to choose the question they want to start with. And I think it's time to get started. Time start.
I would like to get on the topic of same-sex marriage.
Okay, all right, very good. The question was, is it normal? Is this considered normal to marry someone the same gender as you? And is this considered marriage? Why or why not? Let's go, guys.
I would think that it's pretty normal as of right now, and I think it's okay.
Yeah, totally. I totally agree. It's 2021. Everyone should be normalizing this by now.
Exactly.
Define normal.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Define normal.
Like it should be used.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's go back in time. Let's go back into 1980. Let's go 1989. Right, marriage was a big thing. Obviously, that's the thing when you got into couples and engagement. Obviously, back in my time when my parents were still alive, it was a case of like you got into a relationship. Once you were engaged, you then moved out. You then had your own place. You then got married and then had kids. And that's when you kind of built the foundations of family and building and everything like that. Nowadays, unfortunately, considering it's 2021, the internet kind of rules everyone's adult life. I'd say relationships towards marriage is kind of very difficult because obviously how many people like the way of obviously relationship building with like social media, for example, and dating websites and stuff. Not a lot of people like to talk to humans anymore. They like talking behind a screen. And also you've got the kind of case of people like getting involved with other people, but not in a relationship kind of thing. So I'm talking about like, friends with benefits, like having a relationship with someone that you're just having sexual intercourse with, and then that's pretty much it. There's no actual foundation for a big relationship. There's no sort of like commitment. You know, you just pretty much, you see this person, you do your thing, and then that's it, you go. You know, there's no foundation to say, right, let's make this an actual relationship, let's get married, let's have kids, let's move out, you know, that sort of thing. But in relative to the main question of same-sex marriages, I believe it should be something that should be acknowledged in today's society, especially if it is 2021 as well. I know back in the day it was very, very frowned upon, and if you was gay, lesbian, bi, I'm not going to list all of them because half of them I don't know anyway, so I don't want to embarrass myself. But with the community as a whole, I think they're getting out the woodwork now to say, look, we're here, this is what we want, this is what makes us happy. You know, great, that's what you want to do. That's entirely up to you. That's your decision as an adult, male, female, or whatever, non-binary, whatever it is. But when you've made that decision, is that going to be a decision through the rest of your life, or is it just going to be a case of like, this is what you want to do, but you're not 100% sure on what's going to be going on in the future? I mean, that's just my own opinion. I might be spitting further and getting it all wrong, but it's a case of what I've perceived from my life, especially when you've seen relationships kind of deteriorate within the next couple of months because people don't like that step of commitment. You know, they want to get in a relationship, they want to be happy with this person, but then the spark goes, and then you're either stuck on your own, or I mean, if you're in my sort of situation where you've got kids and you're like a single father in a house or a flat or whatever, you've then got to kind of take that into consideration. With same-sex marriages, I think once you've got that commitment and you guys are happy, you guys make it work. It doesn't matter what else you could do as partners, if it's like male and male or female and female or whatever else it is, you guys can build together with the communication and to kind of build the fundamental structure of your relationship as well as marriage into the future.
Okay, thank you so much, DJ. I'm just looking at the clock here.
No,
I think
welcome.
I think what I'm going to do is extend the time a little bit because there will be other questions as well. Okay, so let's go back a little bit. Okay, what do you guys think
You could
about
have told me to shut up. I didn't realize I was going that.
Well, you see, I don't want to take control over this. I want students to really control the discussion, right? So, what do you guys think about what?
Good kids, no worries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's your discussion. What do you think? What DJ just said?
I think it's
come on, man.
accurate. I think it's 100% accurate. You know, I believe everything he said. You know, that's what I think, you know. I think that it should be normalized now. And if you have the excuse that, oh, well, I was back in my time and we didn't do that, then you're just trying to look for an excuse to be homophobic.
That's the problem, though. I mean, back in the day, a lot of people used to be very against same-sex marriage.
Yeah.
It was literally, it wasn't the norm. Everyone used to really kind of frown upon it. It was like a really big no-no. But now, considering 2021, everyone seems to be like welcoming it now. It's like, you know, it's kind of normal. You know, not everyone's like, you know, some people say like, oh, I'm gay, I'm getting married to my partner and such and such. I'm like, oh, cool, congratulations, that's rad, man, it's cool. And then it's just one of those things now. It's just like, you know, for instance, if I'd said to if someone had said to me that, oh, me and my partner are getting together, it just works. You know, if that's the sort of thing that's, you know, you've kind of taken the communication, you've built the foundation for your relationship, you're going to make it work. So be it. If that's the sort of, because I wouldn't necessarily say that marriage kind of makes it a whole. You know, if you're just happy being together, then, you know, so be it. But if you want to take that extra step, extra commitment, then yeah, that's also a good point.
Yeah. And
okay, guys. There are other participants here. Come on.
I'd just like to add another. I agree with what they said. Also, in my country, same-sex marriage is only frowned upon mainly by, just like what they said, the boomers or the older generation. And I live in a country where religion is a big thing. So mainly the older generation and the very religious people who, I'm not saying not all religious people are homophobic or anything, but those two groups of people are the only ones who really frown upon on this thing. But I believe that currently it's really slowly being accepted because the younger generation are more open-minded, and yeah, what I like to say.
Just quickly, could you elaborate on the religion side of things? Because I don't know if I've been really stupid and not listened, not paid attention to something. But did he say on the lines of like certain countries have it like not disallowed, but like it's very frowned upon in certain countries with their religion about same-sex marriage?
Yeah, in my country, I'm not really sure if you are allowed. I don't think so, because I have a cousin who got married in USA because it wasn't allowed in here. So they have to get married outside of the country. And yeah, because we are people here are very religious, so they believe in man and woman should be the ones getting married.
Right, I guess so. I'm guessing same-sex marriages isn't going to be a thing in your country, so they'd have to get married elsewhere to get that sort of legitimate paperwork done, as well as the actual proposal. And then, can they return to your country as same-sex marriage, or is that still disallowed?
I don't think it's allowed. I don't think so.
Oh, okay. So you're basically saying because of this religion, it's a case of like you're not going to have same-sex marriage allowed, regardless if they go to another country and then return. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Very fascinating. Okay, we have Laksha here as well. Do you want to chime in?
Hey, yeah, I want to jump in. I'm sorry for the delay. My mic stopped working, so.
Well, then it's your time then. Okay. All right, guys. Oh, this is really funny. The mic is not working again. Okay.
That's okay.
All right, no problem. So, who's the leader actually? Tax. What shall we do? You want to go to another question or what?
I would. Maybe let's discuss the topic. Do people need to get married to be happy?
Yeah, okay, that's a good one.
Would you want to start?
Okay, so I think that you don't need to get married to be happy. It's just a commitment. And notice how most people who get married get a divorce. It's good to have some space in the relationship, because if you're together all the time, you're going to start arguing a lot. You know, you're probably going to start hating each other. And I feel like that's like how it is with any relationship, like regarding like friendship, you know, you need some space, because if you don't put some space in there, then it's gonna be hard to stay friends. I've noticed that like a lot. And yeah.
You know what, I'm gonna kind of agree and disagree with your statement, only because I noticed a lot, as well as a lot of the younger generation don't understand boundaries very well. It's kind of like when you guys get into a relationship, you're very like together all the time, as much time as you can, regardless of your boundary of having your own personal space, your own time for hobbies, your friends and such. And you guys get jealous really quickly over like the space of a few days, which I've noticed. I've noticed this with a few friends of mine. It's like they're a lot younger than me as well as, and they'd say like, oh, look at this girl, mate, she's like barefoot, and she comes up to me and they say like they've been chatting for weeks and weeks, and I'm like, so what's your boundaries then? You know, what do you tell her to not do, and what does she tell you not to do and stuff? And they're like, what's that? I'm like, dude, you got to set some boundaries at least, you know, geezer, come on, you got to set sort of yes and no points in this relationship, otherwise you're just gonna, you know, crash and burn. You know, you got to kind of set the boundaries, and it's kind of like you could say on the sort of on the level of kind of saying, look, okay, I go to work such and such a day. We can hang out every Tuesday, every Friday, and then I've got work again, and then I have my weekend with the boys, you know, or with the girls or whatever, you know, vice versa. And if you haven't got those commitments in place, I feel like it's going to crumble a lot. And I think that's what a lot of people do kind of misconcept with an awful lot of relationships as well as. But on the other side of the coin is if your relationship is solid and you guys are happy and you want to make that commitment to marriage, then all for it. Because obviously you've got to kind of take into the account of, do you want to go for the full-blown, the big wham bam, thank you ma'am sort of scenario of like having absolutely everything on wedding day? Because it's a very, very expensive thing to have if you want to kind of do that commitment. Because I know a lot of people just want to have the paperwork side of things. They still want to have the marriage, but just have a very, very small community sort of marriage, or they can have the great big party, and like it's just very expensive. It's a very, very lot of money. It's not what it was back in the day where you had a marriage and it wasn't it wasn't that expensive. You could get married, you can
Okay,
move out.
guys, I think I need to extend the time here. Okay, DJ is taking up a lot of room and a lot of time
Sorry,
here. No, that's okay. So what you need to do is you actually have to cut him off, guys. It's your discussion.
Okay.
Cut him off,
Okay.
okay? Yeah.
Oh, wait, shut up.
Okay, so I agree with all that. I know that my generation we're so bad. I'm sorry. I don't know how we're gonna like actually get out and do crap or whatever. So basically, I agree with all of that. I believe that we are like really we're just awkward and stuff, and that's probably why we can't keep relationships, I guess. And basically, I'm saying that, like, I'm going to sum up what I was saying before. I'm basically just saying that I don't think you need to be in a relationship to be happy. And yeah, also because it costs a lot of money. And so, yeah, I don't think it's needed.
Okay, any final comments?
I totally agree with Tax, because I think marriage is a choice, not a liability. I mean, it is much based on the personal preference, but I think marriage is a choice. You can stay single and still be happy, you know. Furthermore, the people who are single are more productive because they work on themselves, and because they don't have any sort of distraction, or they are not, emotionally or physically abused or anything. So I think you can still be single and still be happy.
Same here. I also agree, because I think marriage is more of a formality. I mean, so that you can have like the documents or papers and stuff. So, oh yeah, here we're married. And also, isn't marriage based on, mainly based on religion? I think, because don't people promise themselves to God or something? I'm not really sure. So yeah, I think if you're happy together, you don't really need to get married, because just like what was said earlier, what happens if you break up? Divorce is not divorce is expensive, and then yeah. So I think it's just a formality for people, for two people who are in a relationship.
Okay, I think I'm just going to have to cut this off here, guys. Time is up. I know I extended it twice, and wow, that's great. Thank you so much. Well, this was amazing. Thank you. So we can see that with every round of discussion, we're climbing higher and higher, which is great to see. Thank you so much. Well,
I do apologise, Cassie.
Oh, DJ, that's okay. That's okay. No problem. What I would like is to develop in my students the ability to actually step up and say, okay, guys, does anybody else have anything else to say? So that's great.
That's the only problem about being a podcast and a radio DJ, mate. You can just talk for the time.
Yes, I know. I can see that happening. Okay, good. Well, let's ask our summarizer, Lek. Are you in the room still? Okay. I know it's going to be hard because there were many great points raised, but I just want you to pick two interesting points from this discussion and share them with the audience.
I must very oversimplified this, but we go through two questions. First is about same-sex marriage, and the second is do you need to be in a relationship to be happy?
Okay, sorry. My mom called me. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Yes.
That's good. Say hi to mom.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
So basically, the first question, everyone has the same idea that we should accept same-sex marriage as it's in 2021. And everyone should have equal rights and stuff. And for the question two, sorry, I have to go.
Okay, all right, Lick. Well, thank you so much. Well, yeah, I know. Things happen, right? Thank you, summarizer. Good job. That was interesting. Okay. All right. So for those who participated, what do you think? How did you do? Name some. Name something that went really well, and then mention something that you might want to improve if you had this chance again to participate. Okay. Yes. Go ahead, Tax. You can go first.
Okay, so basically, I like that I was trying and thinking like most of the time that we were in here, and just speaking my mind without getting yelled at. And another thing, something that I would want to like go back and like change was that maybe I like blurted out more that I wanted to say or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And yeah, that's basically it.
Good, very good. Yes. So that I think that comes with practice, right? That comes with practice.
Yeah.
How about number 9? How did you do? What do you think?
I'm socially anxious, so I think I did pretty great with 5 strangers with me.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Well done.
Good job.
Thanks.
Right. So,
yeah, I probably word vomited a lot, so maybe I should improve that aspect, that part.
No.
Social anxiety is a hard thing to come right, mate. So you've done well for actually participating. So good job.
Yeah, this was great. Great.
Yeah, good job.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Anybody else? DJ, what do you think?
I didn't shut up.
Briefly.
No, to be fair, when it comes to information and something that I'm passionate about talking about, I do get there. The only problem is being a radio DJ and podcaster, you do have a tendency to just keep babbling. So I think whoever's going to be in the chat with me next time,
yes,
maybe speak up a little bit more, have the confidence to, have the confidence in yourself to say, hey, DJ, my time, I want to say these things,
right.
That sort of thing. So
right.
Good.
No, but other than that, you raised some great points. So I would just add that if you're making a point, instead of going from point to point to point, just stick with one and give support, like an example, and then see what the rest of the room thinks about that, instead of just going on.
Yeah, totally.
Because if you keep going from point to point to point, then it's hard to respond to that because we don't know, what to do with it, right?
Mm-hmm, and you're carrying the conversation.
Yes.
No, I didn't carry the conversation. I just go off on a tangent. That's not the problem.
Yeah, very good, very good. Okay, well, that was really good. So let me just give you a little bit of a feedback here. I think that this was the best round of discussions because you guys were really focused on the questions, right? So Tax did a great job as a leader. She made everyone feel comfortable, and I think that was a good thing.
Tax?
Thank you.
At the same time, there was a healthy balance of, she was not controlling the group. At the same time, she was voicing her opinions. And then I really like the fact that number 9 came in and gave her perspective. So really, that part of the discussion was something special. So I really congratulate you on that.
There you go.
Yeah, seriously.
Number 9. Good job.
Yeah, you should.
Good job, everyone.
And of course, and DJ, of course, you are a professional speaker, so I can appreciate that. That's great. What I would also do is if you want to improve this again, DJ, you already put your finger on it, that maybe it's better to let others speak more, or just have this awareness that there are others in the room and give this verbal feedback. I see. Oh, that's a great point. So that there is no hoarding of the mic, right?
Yeah, totally. Mm-hmm. No, I'll take that advice. Cheers.
Yeah, but that's great. So really, guys, wow, I'm finally, because we had a rough start this morning, the things were not going really well, and then more people joined, and so on and so on, and I think we ended up on a high note, right? On a high note. All right, guys.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so thank you. As I hope you joined the server, because these things happen regularly. I post the discussion questions on my website regularly, so that if you want to be a part of the discussion, please do. We have repeaters coming back and forth. The idea is really, the focus here is to improve discussion skills. The topic just helps, because these are topics that people have opinions on, right? So they are more likely to be speaking out. But the main focus is really to improve English skills. I also have a worksheet that I will just briefly show. There's discussion language that I encourage students to use during the discussion. basically that if you want that worksheet, you can find it on my website as well. It's called Discussion Language. Thank you. Any final comments, guys? Any last comments from our participants?
Yeah, I'd just like to say thanks for the opportunity in the chat. It's been really good.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining us. A big round of applause to everyone. And thank you.
Yeah, well done, welcome.
And if you're joining us right now live, we're just catching the end of it. We are on the English Hub Discord server live. We are doing these lessons regularly. If you want to be a fan of the channel, you can do that by becoming a member. You can also follow English Spot or English Palette on social media accounts right here, twitch.tv/English Spot, Discord, English Hub. See you next time on English Palette. All right, guys, see you next time. It was awesome. And just look out for the next topic. Have a great day or a great evening wherever you are. All right, guys, bye. See you next time.